All right, welcome back to the finals of the OlimoLeague. Two big shoutouts to go off before we get into this. First is to Jimmy Hyde F, just subbed to the channel during that last game. Sorry, solo casting does tunnel vision me just a smidge. But also, oh fuck you, oh fuck me. He just pledged $5 to my Patreon. So thank you very much for that, man. Your support goes a long way when it comes to Patreon. But we got Zombie Girl back in action, and fingers are crossed, knocking on wood. Throw salt over your shoulder, whatever superstition you got to cover that she doesn't get dropped this time. Spawning the top right corner of the map, he just evened up the series 1-1. It's going to be Samsung Galaxy's Blue Zerg Solar.
Bottom left as the purple Zerg, it's Dead Pixels True.
So speaking of Patreon, thank you, oh fuck you, because it gives me a great segue to remind you guys that the OlimoLeague is run off of a Patreon. This entire tournament on a week-to-week basis, the monthly finals, the weekly events, the prize pools, the cost for the admin to dedicate weeks of her month to this tournament, it all comes from Patreon. So patreon.com/OlimoLeague. If you guys got a couple of bucks to spare, trust me, it's worth it. There's not a lot of things, like I would even advertise over subbing to the channel, and subbing to the channel probably saves esports, quite frankly, but go to the Patreon page instead and support this tournament, because this is an awesome tournament we've had for months now at this point. It's never a dull moment.
That wasn't even ironically said. It is literally saving esports.
Well, I mean, according to that Twitch thing, we were the
I
hardest
know,
StarCraft.
right?
That was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I
He
had
beat
the
day 9. Oh wait, he wasn't even on the StarCraft one.
Well, whatever that about aside, like I had the biggest shit-eating grin, because what I was happy to see about that, like, wasn't that like our dot was so big or anything like that, but it was nice to see the the connectivity we had to all the other dots, like the fact that we host other people and then, like, they come and send their viewers back to us. Like, it's really cool to see the back and forth for that. But then you look at the ones on the edge, like Destiny and Winter, it was kind of interesting. You see like all their viewers come to all the other channels but don't necessarily go back. So the dynamic of that cloud of data was really cool, but it really did feel good to know that we were like at the center of it, to know that we're helping keep things alive.
I felt like we were the center sun in a galaxy. That map was actually just really cool. I'm talking visuals here.
Yeah, actually, I thought it looked almost like a phoenix spreading its wings or something, right? Like in space.
Oh, so beautiful. Much imagery.
Sickest constellation, yo. But we're a little off track because there's not a lot going on. No one's taking a gas just yet. In fact, actually, True just takes his as we're speaking. So, with Expedition Lost, there's always the concept of these back rocks, and we love to talk about the back rocks like they're this big influential deal. But truth be told, this is something that I think affects Terran, maybe Protoss, but definitely Terran more than anything else. In the ZVZ, you're so fast with your units, so mobile to respond. Like whether you're getting attacked over here at the north end or whether it's the standard natural base, your overlords will see it coming. You'll position yourself, and it shouldn't ever really be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. The overlords really make it a bust, you know? Like, you see the Lings or Roaches, wherever it is, coming from the main to begin with. So, you know, there's units out on the map, and you should have an overlord covering that eventually, so you see it over there. It's like the complete opposite of a Terran who's kind of holding their base up until they get Hellions again, you know, after the Reaper. And they might forget to put a supply depot back there, because back rocks are a dumb idea. I mean, Terrans need to step up, totally.
Well, there's a reason they were removed from play, but whatever. Big shout out to Bauram. I'm so sorry.
Bauram.
Sorry, this guy just resubbed the channel, but he's done it for 7 months running, and I can't say his name still, so that's kind of embarrassing. But thank you so much for your support, man.
Really? I thought we did a great job.
We did. We nailed it. I'm just being modest.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I'm good at, more so than being modest, it's being humble.
Yes.
Cheap jokes. All right. Third base from True actually comes up pretty darn quick, and interesting to see him go horizontal. I think a big part of like why people have been taking more of this base and going this direction is just because it will cover your back rocks. That sort of paranoia, but over here to the side, it's not a bad choice at all.
True does see Solar taking a Roach Warren, but they didn't really get in there to see the gases in the main, so I still think that's enough of a revealer. Like, you figured out what's going on. And if you saw the 2 Evo chambers as well, that'd be great too. But Solar has not seen this third, unless he saw the drone go by, which would be quite hard.
This queen is friggin' relentless.
Hey, you got speed. You're not the one who's afraid of Ling surrounding her.
I know, but just being so far off of creep just generally speaking.
That's a lot of lings.
That is. This is. It's not something that can bust through this wall though, and it's not going to change on the rocks fast enough. So all Solar has to do is get a couple of roaches, and I think he's fine.
Don't have so little faith, man. He can make a lot of banelings.
That's true. I mean, you could bust maybe, but
That is true. Yeah, the reason the back rocks don't go down that fast is not because they're rocks and they're armored, because you can only have 4 lings on them.
Yeah, it's weird the way they put them up like one step up, but yeah, it looks like
if they're gonna have back rocks, I do prefer it that way, but that's not like it doesn't help versus Terran and Protoss. See, that's a lot of banelings, ain't it?
Yes, it certainly is. All right, so let's see him go through this. I mean, there's transfuses on the queens, so if he's quick about it, this might not be so bad, but these walls should still fall, because that is just a gosh darn large amount of banelings. He's even making some more. Oh, he slips through the wall too. Who needs to bust this if the door's wide open for you?
Awkward.
Gets to the heart of the roaches. What's he gonna
bust on? Good. That's a lot of a lot of drones down.
Yeah, and he takes out the couple of roaches. Again, that scenario we saw in game 1 where, some roaches get surrounded by a lot of lings. Wow, that worked for true. I'll take it.
Easy peasy.
Like I said, never a dull moment.